In today's message, we go from this to this. Now here's a quick breakdown of what we did.
There we go. Alright, kiddos. Today we're going to look at some of the things we pulled out of the 68 Charger. This here is the back side of the heater core box. One thing I want to point out is that bolt right there. That was a tricky one. Anyways, we're going to go over this. We're going to try to take it apart, get the heater core out. Heater core right here on the other side of this box. So we're going to get that out, swap this out, and then do a good cleaning up of all this, and hopefully make it look better. Make sure the vents are working, so that when you pull the cables, it's going to be able to turn. Probably hit it with some CLR, try to get some of this rust off, and hopefully we'll make it, revitalize it. All right, so the first thing, kiddos, we're going to do is we're going to take this cover off, which looks to be these little bolts right here on the sides, on top of me. We have already removed the ones off the bottom. Macy did that while it was still in the car. So we're going to focus on removing these, and then we're going to see if we can get to that heater core. There. Rusty. Let's see, can this thing come off? So I'm removing the grommets, rubber grommets, spacers. Those are nasty. We'll definitely want to get some new ones of those. Assuming there's some in stock somewhere. Oh, still got this hose to deal with. Alright, so remember I was talking about don't just start pulling on the hose. What I'm doing is, there we go. Oh, there goes that side of the hose. Alright, so you can see has evidence of antifreeze down the bottom, which is probably what's been causing our rust issues. So definitely a bad heater core. Oh, fun stuff. Now look at that. I'm not saying that's an issue, but it's probably not factory, and we are trying to take this back to the factory, so we're going to remove that. Before I do that though, I want to grab some gloves, or some fingered gloves. Yes, please. That's it. There it is. Oh man, two right-handed ones back to back. Just my luck. Chat, if you want to know how I can tell whether these are both right-handed, let me know in the comments. Well, I'll be. Those mice apparently had an electrical problem. Decided they need some electrical tape in there. My bad. Sorry. Didn't mean to destroy your home. But you kind of destroyed the car, so we're even. What's this? Legit and Myers Incorporated. Something King. Alright, chat. Anybody know what this is? Or caution, cigarette smoking may be hazardous to your health. Words to live by. Get it? Words to live by, because smoke by realize. Ah, I know what this is. Alright. So Uncle Larry had an issue where he couldn't close the heater, the air vent. So this vent wasn't working. I'm looking at it a little bit more, but it wasn't working. So what was done is somebody apparently used a carton of cigarettes to cover up the hole. Now, how this piece got inside of here, don't know. But that's pretty cool. I'm going to remove the 2 screws down here with some PD Blaster first, because you look nasty. I don't know what you are. I'm going to just have fun with it. Why not? Peace. So, what are you laughing at, Dad? Well, I was just thinking, maybe it wasn't a mouse. Maybe it was a squirrel that got in there. Got a little squirrel cage going on. And it made me smile. I don't know. I was having fun. So we see that there is some padding in here that is just crumbled. So we're definitely going to need a new set of gaskets. Or, yeah, I guess the gaskets. Seals, if you will. Classic Industries donated some parts on the previous, when we was getting it running again on Dylan McCool's channel. So one of the ways that we're going to try to support them is by shopping them first and saying thank you in that regards. Well, pooh. I thought you'd just come out. I thought you'd just come out. Should be here. All right, so let's investigate, right? When you're working on something, if you've not done this particular one before, I've never actually changed a heater core, and this is my first. So whenever I start to do a project like this, first thing I do is, if it looks like there's something obvious, such as a hose connected to it, probably going to need to remove the hose. Try it, give it a small, slight tug, nothing there. I say slight, a little bit of firm. Not really coming out. So what I'm going to do is, I got to start looking. Is there another bolt? Is there another screw? Some other clamp that I'm just completely missing out on? And looks like maybe I am. Oh. And for the final reveal. All right. It's out. Out. And pretty crusty. So we do definitely have to go and get the sealant pack, heater core sealant pack. Get that shipped out. And then we'll just go through and clean all this up. Where'd my paper towels go? They're supposed to be right here. Right here. Now we're just gonna. That does absolutely nothing. I was just having fun. All right, so what I'm doing here is I'm applying upward pressure, not pulling, just applying pressure, kind of gripping it. And then what I'm doing is I'm just, as the fibers here come and start stretching, I just kind of coerce them a little bit to just let go. Just let go. Let it go. No. And by doing it at a long angle, I can do them all at nearly the same time. And it just comes right off. Obviously not. So I don't want to cut toward my hand, especially not this last little grip here. So I'll make sure you cut away from your body. Because this thing were just a slip right into your hand, and then you're done working for the day. Maybe. Got it. So go ahead and take the rest of that off. Now I'm just going to run over all this with a magnet and see if there's any screws maybe I forgot, missed, and all this pile of stuff. Alright, kiddos. So right now we have this heater assembly, and this wheel is pretty rusty. And it's attached to this motor on the back end here. I just kind of got it propped up. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to take this wheel off so that we can actually get to all this and clean it up a little bit. In order to do so, there is a set screw right here. Or that's where the set screw goes. I've actually already pulled the set screw out and tried just to give a little country boy try on this thing, and it didn't come out. I'm actually going to try to spray some PB Blaster down in that set screw hole, and hopefully what I can do is just cause it to loosen up a wee bit so that I can get in there and get that thing out. Now the reason why I'm going inside the set screw is because I know that gives me access to that shaft on the inside there, and that's kind of what's frozen up on it. So what I want to do is just try to get some lubricant down off in there, and then we'll either try to pull. Gotta be really careful when you pull these out, because you might be tempted just to start kind of like whacking on this a little bit with a hammer. If you do that, you can kind of mushroom out this head here, and then it's not going to come off unless you grind it down. So be real careful here, and we'll try to slide that off without too much pounding on it. We will have to do a little bit of pounding, I'm sure, because it's been on there for so long. But we'll let that set marinate while we go back and do some more cleanup on the rest of it. Okay, so there is a flat side of this motor shaft that I don't want to get touched. I don't want to touch because that's where your set screw goes. So all I'm doing now is just trying to round off, just in case I or someone else down the road or rust or whatever might be on the edge of this shaft. I'm just trying to clean up a little bit here without getting into that flat piece. Oh, ha ha ha! Yes! That's what I'm talking about. Alright, now. That took quite a while. Alright, take this motor off, and then we'll be able to flat sand this thing.
Do have my doors opened up. It is starting to rain outside, but have the doors open because
because I'm going to paint and I want to make sure it's well ventilated. Oh, it's horrible. 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 Trying to go too heavy. This is the first coat. I gotta push that in. Turn this over to help hold it in. And I want to tighten it all the way down. I just want it in there so I can kind of start getting it lined up a little bit more.